Welcome to Byte-Sized Tech, where we blend casual conversations with insightful discussions on the latest in technology and gadgets.
Absolutely.
Today, we've got a really fascinating mix of stories for you, actually. We're going to touch on how AI is actually changing our jobs, or maybe not changing them in the way we think.
Yeah, beyond the usual hype.
Exactly. Plus, the latest on earbuds, some new phone stuff, and even some security alerts that probably hit a few of your inboxes.
Definitely worth talking about those.
So yeah, get ready for a quick, hopefully informative and fun chat about what's new and what matters in the tech world.
Let's jump in.
You know, it feels like every other day there's a new headline about AI. One minute it's going to solve everything, the next it's like coming for all our jobs. It can feel a bit scary, right?
It really can, and there's so much noise around it. But I think what's fascinating here is that the conversation really needs to shift a bit. As Daryl M. West from the Brookings Institution puts it really well, he says, I think it is useful for people to focus on the tasks as opposed to jobs.
Tasks versus jobs, okay?
Yeah. AI is probably more likely to chip away at specific tasks within a job, rather than just eliminating entire roles wholesale.
Okay, let's unpack this a little. So think of something like vibe coding. Heard that term.
Right.
Where you basically just tell an AI what you want, and boom, it writes the code.
Right.
It sounds like suddenly anyone can be a coder.
Yeah.
Just, explain your vibe.
Hey, yeah, that's the promise, isn't it? And look, for simple, really contained problems, AI can generate code pretty effectively. It's almost like having a super smart intern.
A savant intern, maybe?
Exactly. Great for small, localized changes. But building a complex, production-ready app, something that needs real architecture, deep problem solving, that still requires, profound human expertise.
So it's not just plug and play for big projects.
Not at all. The AI might give you the bricks, but you still need the architect to design the whole building and make sure it doesn't fall down.
Okay, that makes sense. And it's not just coding, is it? What about jobs like translators or historians? They always seem to pop up on those AI's going to get them lists.
Absolutely. And those are great examples. Take legal translators.
Yeah.
Someone like Andy Benzer, she makes this brilliant point. She says, I speak Argentinian, not just Spanish.
Ah, the nuances.
Exactly. The culture, the legal context, the regional differences. AI is just making essentially good guesses based on patterns it doesn't understand in that deep way. And when the stakes are high, like someone's life or a lot of money, you need that human accountability. You can't just rely on a guess.
Right. Accountability is key there.
And language changes so fast. Think about new words popping up online, like skibidi or maybe broligarchy. An AI trained on older data, it's just going to miss those entirely or get the context totally wrong.
That's a great point. Or historians like Sarah Weichsel, who studies, was it Civil War era clothing? She's looking at textures, the cut of the fabric. You can't just tell an AI to, fill the history in that.
Precisely. Historians aren't just summarizing facts that already exist. They're asking new questions, pulling together information in creative ways, interpreting the past. An AI might give you a decent summary of, say, the defenestration of Prague.
Okay, random example, but sure.
Yeah. But it's not going to suddenly uncover a completely new, transformative insight about why it happened or connect it to something unexpected. And frankly, AI can also just make stuff up, hallucinate facts, or confuse different events.
Which is pretty bad for history.
Terribly bad. So that human judgment, the creativity, the cultural understanding, it's still absolutely critical.
It really sounds like maybe some of the optimism from, tech executives might be running a bit ahead of the actual reality on the ground.
I think that's fair to say.
We saw companies like Klarna reportedly having to rehire people after they went a bit too hard on AI cuts, right?
Yeah, that story made the rounds. And there are studies showing something like 95% of AI pilot projects don't actually deliver a return on investment, often because that human judgment piece is missing.
95%. Wow.
It's a big number. It shows there's a real gap between the hype and the practical application right now.
Okay, let's switch gears a bit then. Let's talk about something many of us use literally every day. Earbuds.
Yes.
Specifically, all the buzz around Apple's upcoming AirPods Pro 3.
Right. And what's really interesting there is just how fierce the competition has become. For a while, the AirPods Pro 2 were kind of the default top-tier choice for many.
Yeah, they were everywhere.
But now, the Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra earbuds, the Gen 2, they've really stepped up, especially on noise canceling. They've been getting Editor's Choice Awards left and right.
Okay, so what makes these Bose ones so impressive then? Is it just the ANC or is there more?
Well, their active noise cancellation, the ANC, it's genuinely ridiculously good.
Okay.
It's not just muffling sounds. They're using AI algorithms, apparently, to really target and block out harsher noises. Think bus engines, loud keyboards, even voices or, a crying baby nearby.
Wow, okay. That's a big deal.
It is. Plus, they finally added wireless charging. The call quality is super clear, and they've really worked on the fit. Better wings, different ear tips. They just feel more secure and comfortable for longer.
Right, fit is huge for earbuds. If they fall out, doesn't matter how good they sound.
Exactly.
So that raises a big question for Apple then. If the AirPods Pro 3 are going to really wow us at this rumored awe-dropping event on September 9th, what do they absolutely need to bring?
Yeah, the pressure's on. They definitely need to match, or honestly, probably beat Bose on the ANC front. That's table stakes now at the high end.
Yeah.
And the fit, that's crucial. The current AirPods Pro 2 can be a bit loose, prone to falling out if you, shake your head too hard.
Guilty. Happened to me.
Right. So better fit is key. And then sonic improvements. Apple Music offers lossless audio now, but the current Pros show a bit of softness and detail compared to rivals like Sony's WF-1000XM5. They need to deliver on that audio promise.
Okay, better sound, better ANC, better fit. Makes sense.
Yeah.
But here's where it gets really interesting, I think. This idea of feature creep. We're hearing rumors about heart rate monitors, maybe temperature sensors coming to AirPods. We've already got AI and nothing earbuds. Google has instant translation. Are they becoming tiny computers for our ears?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Earbuds are incredibly small. They're already packed with drivers, mics, batteries, chips.
Right, there's not much room.
Exactly. So adding more stuff, like health sensors, without messing up the core things, sound quality, noise canceling, or crucially, battery life, that's a massive challenge.
Yeah, battery life is always the killer.
Totally. Look at the Bose QC Ultra Gen 2, great buds, 6 hours battery, but turn on their immersive audio, drops to 3 hours.
Oof, half.
Yeah. Apple's current Pros get about 6 hours. Sony's XM5 manage maybe 7.5 to 8.
Yeah.
So finding that balance between cool new features and just, lasting through your commute, it's tough.
Do we really need our earbuds to take our temperature?
Well, that's the debate. Is it genuinely useful or is it just tech for tech's sake? And what about the battery hit? It feels like a lot of people just want really good earbuds that do the core job exceptionally well.
Yeah, maybe focus on the earbud part first. Okay, speaking of devices and features, let's talk phones for a minute.
Sure.
For Android users, there's apparently a specific bug making the rounds that sounds pretty annoying.
It's right. Yeah, it's an Android 16. Basically, notification sounds are getting muted if you already have another notification sitting in your notification shade.
Oh, so you could miss stuff.
Exactly. You might miss an important alert just because an old one is still hanging around. It's affecting various Pixel phones, Pixel 6 up to the new Pixel 9 Pro XL, apparently.
That's not great. Is Google fixing it?
Yeah, the good news is Google knows about it. A fix is expected probably either in the next big update, the QPR 1, which should be later this month, or maybe the one after that, QPR 2, in December.
Okay, so relief is coming.
Hopefully soon. It just shows how complex this software stuff is.
For sure. Now, over in the Apple world, all eyes are on that September 9th event, and especially the rumored iPhone 17 Air. The big headline is ultra thin. Yeah. Like 5.5 millimeters thin.
Crazy thin, like iPad Pro thin.
Exactly. Which sounds cool and sleek, but trade-offs, right? There've got to be trade-offs.
No, absolutely. That kind of thinness almost always impacts something. Rumors suggest it'll still have powerful chips, maybe the A19 or A19 Pro, and 12 gigs of RAM like the Pro models.
So performance should be good.
Performance, yeah. But battery life, that's the huge question mark. Speculation is it might only be on par with, the iPhone 12.
Ouch. That's a step back.
It is. Apple might be relying heavily on their new C1 modem and AI smarts to try and optimize power consumption. But physics is physics. Less space means less battery.
True. And another rumor for the Air, eSIM only outside the U.S.
Yeah, that's another significant one. We saw Apple do it in the U.S. with the iPhone 14, and Google's doing it globally with the Pixel 10 series. It's convenient in some ways, but definitely removes flexibility for people who like physical SIMs or travel a lot.
Interesting trend to watch. Okay, now for something maybe a bit more serious that hit the news, Gmail. There was this massive security scare recently, headline saying 2.5 billion users affected.
Right. That number definitely got everyone's attention. Made your heart skip a beat, didn't it?
Totally. You start thinking, is my email compromised?
Exactly. But this is actually a really good example of how information, or maybe misinformation, can spread like wildfire. Google came out pretty strongly and said those reports were entirely false.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what actually happened?
It turns out the security issue wasn't with Gmail itself. It was on their corporate Salesforce server way back in June. And it only involved publicly available business information affecting a much, much smaller number of specific business accounts, not billions of personal Gmail users.
Ah, okay. That's a huge difference.
Massive difference. It's a great reminder, though. Always be vigilant, absolutely, but also try to verify scary headlines with official sources before panicking. Google does block like 99.9% of phishing and malware anyway, but that initial story caused real alarm.
Good reminder. And sticking with security, there was also research recently about VPN apps finding hidden issues.
Yes, that was concerning too. Many people rely on VPNs for privacy, right? You assume they're secure.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
Well, this research found that a surprising number of popular VPN apps used by like 700 million people actually share the same underlying code bases. And worse, some of those code bases have serious security flaws, like using outdated encryption.
Yikes. Shared code, shared vulnerabilities.
Exactly. And some apps were even found to have hidden links to companies or organizations in Russia and China, which obviously raises questions about where your data might actually be going.
That completely undermines the trust aspect.
It really does. It highlights this huge need for more transparency. Wouldn't it be great if app stores had some kind of security audit badge? Something verified?
Yeah, like an independent check.
Right. So you could actually make an informed choice based on real security practices, not just marketing hype. Especially with those free VPNs, you always have to wonder how they're really making money. Often, it's your data.
Food for thought for anyone using a VPN. Okay, let's do a quick fire round on a few other tech bits making noise. Tesla's Master Plan 4.
Master Plan 4. Well, if you connect it back to the AI hype discussion, this plan pivots heavily towards AI and robotics. It talks a lot about sustainable abundance.
Sounds grand.
Grand, but also vague. Critics are calling it AI slup because compared to previous master plans that outline specific EV models or energy goals, this one lacks concrete details. It almost reads like it was written by an AI chatbot itself.
Hey, maybe it was.
Yeah.
Quite a contrast. Okay, on a later note, new audio gear. JBL just launched something called the Grip.
Yeah. It's a new portable Bluetooth speaker, kind of can-sized. It's up for pre-order now for about $100, widely available September 28th.
What's the hook?
Pretty durable, it seems. 12 hours battery, IP68 water and dust proof, so pretty tough. And it has something called AI Sound Boost, which supposedly optimizes the audio for clarity. Think of it competing with things like the Ultimate Ears Wonderboom 4. A solid choice if you need something small and rugged.
Gotcha. And finally, Samsung's not done yet this year. Another unpacked event.
Nope, they're busy. Third one this year, September 29th in South Korea. Rumors are flying about a tri-fold smartphone.
A tri-fold, wow.
Yeah. Plus, maybe their Project Muhan XR headset and possibly new AI smart glasses, too.
They are throwing everything at the wall.
Seems like it. We'll have to see what actually lands and if it delivers. Meanwhile, the big AI players are making huge moves. Anthropic's valuation soaring, OpenAI building new teams, planning massive data centers. The AI race is definitely not slowing down.
Wow, okay. From the deep questions about AI and our jobs, to the nitty-gritty of earbud features, phone quirks, security scares, and all these new gadgets, we really covered a lot today.
We certainly did. And it just hammers home how incredibly fast this tech landscape is moving, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And how important it is to sort of look past the flashy headlines sometimes to understand what it really means for you.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? As tech keeps getting smaller, faster, smarter, pushing boundaries everywhere, what's the next big thing we'll have to trade off? Is it sacrificing more privacy for convenience? Maybe letting a human skill atrophy because an AI does it good enough? Or just that constant nagging battle for decent battery life?
What are we gaining and what are we subtly losing?
Exactly. Something to think about. Well, thanks for tuning in to Byte-Sized Tech. If you enjoyed the episode, please do like, comment, share, and subscribe for more fun tech discussions.